Hello and welcome. Thank you all for joining us, I, here for a playtest of a new game that Dusty, have written called Nothing Else Matters. It is a rules light narrative game about retelling how the perfect heist went from multiple perspectives. I am going to be here as your host and MC today. Um, and I am joined by most of our lovely G&G crew. We have Aubrey with us as the hacker, Aki as the grifter, Alyssa as the hitter, and Farris as the thief. Now, what does that mean? Um, well, this is a heist game, and everyone's playing roles of a heist. I am, like I said, the MCR mastermind, which is the one planning everything, sort of, kind of, at least in fiction. So we're going to go through this game to see how it works, and also just hopefully have fun. Uh, Yeah, to give an idea, once upon a time, you did the perfect heist. Everything went according to plan. You left with the prize in hand. Or did you? What matters is that it was the perfect plan and you would have done it, and nothing else matters. That's where the name of the game comes from. Um, yeah. So we have already distributed our playbooks. If we could I have people introduce the playbook for just like the little sentence of like how the playbook works? That's like right under uh Aubrey, if you want to go first with hackers.
Yeah. Well, the hackers approach a heist with all the cards on the table, knowing what happens when it happens and who's doing it before they even step in the building.
Aki, you and the grifter. I remembered.
Yes. Grifters approach a heist primarily through tricks and deception, placing themselves directly in the narrative of the heist and getting other people to do the job for them.
Wait, Alyssa and the hitter.
Hitter approaches a heist with their martial prowess and confidence in their ability to think and act quickly under pressure.
And Ferris with thief.
Thieves approach a heist like a ghost, invisible, in the right places at the right times, and can escape any situation in a way you wouldn't think possible.
Hell yeah. And so how this game is going to work is that one of our players is going to do the perfect heist and has done the perfect heist and is actually telling everyone about it, but they didn't get away with what they're getting until someone else chimes in. But I think we'll get there when we get there. So I think it's important that we go ahead and start with the planning part of this heist. The planning part is going to be what you're stealing, where you're stealing it from, and who you're stealing it from. And that's always going to be the only three things that when creating a heist you're going to do. I have some tables here that I think for the playtest I'm going to go ahead and roll on them so you kind of figure out what we are stealing and we can fill in some details as well. So there's three tables I've written of what, where, and who. They're all a d6. For simplicity, you could also just play this however you want in whatever setting. A hacker in fantasy times could be a little tricky to do, I think, but you could just name it like,
Magic.
yeah, exactly. You're hacking magic. You're in. You've hacked the world.
Hack the planet.
Exactly. Okay. So, all different things. Let's see, what would be more fun to steal from? So I think, we are going to be stealing a crown from deceased royalty, from a museum, and you're stealing it from a tech CEO.
Yes, let's go.
So it's like their crown that they've put on display in the museum.
Exactly. you know how museums have these like gala events that they do, and a wealthy contributor like that has an item in their possession, usually stolen, especially if it's a crown. And they're like, "Oh, yes, I have it here to display, because I at Money Co. Inc. believe that we care about the little people, and the little people should be able to see this at least once in their life. No touching, that kind of thing." So we have a museum. What kind of museum would have a crown? Like a natural history museum?
Still
Could
from
be
the
a natural
British.
history museum, could be an art museum.
An art museum. What were you saying, Aki?
Let's steal from the British. Come on. Come on.
The British Museum?
Yeah. How many things they've stolen from me?
Aki, there is hunger in your voice right now.
As soon as you said crown from royalty, I knew exactly what I wanted.
Okay, so let's say British History Museum. I think for simplicity, because I'm running it and I can't really do a British accent, I apologize to any of our British listeners. Sort of, with love. It's gonna be in the States. Let's call it. There's probably one of these in Chicago. Let's
Yeah,
call it
there's
Chicago.
probably just like, it's a collection on loan from the British Museum.
Yeah. Oh, it's a British history exhibit. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
All the diamonds they stole from India and Africa. I mean, what?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
No, you should
The
say
trillions of dollars in generational wealth gone because of generational death. What? What?
At, okay, so it's a tech CEO. Let's call them. How meta do we want to get? Do we do we
Meta,
have
you
a,
say.
all right, Zach Muckerberg. Zach, let's call him Zach Mucker, CEO of Money Co., which does
Money Co.
all
Inc.
Money Co. Inc., who does all they bake processing chips for phones and stuff. Makes phone stuff. The museum is going to be the Rose Museum.
This is my surprised face.
And it is a crown. So we have a museum heist. That's very fun. What is this crown from? What royal family is this crown from, or what royal family is it actually from? It's from the British Museum, but who's it actually belong to?
The thing about the British is that they stole the diamonds and jewels to then put on their crowns. Their literal crown is exactly that. So it could just be like that's really what's the value, the jewels on there.
It should be. I should put this in the rules. I think it's important if for whatever items being stolen, it should have like a name to it. So this is like the royal crown of the Duchess of Britain.
Suburbia.
Scorpia. Yeah, the royal crown of Duchess of. I was gonna say a name, but that would definitely be an Irish name,
York.
'cause Irish,
I don't know.
or mix some things.
What is
Royal
the Duchess of York?
Duchess of York.
That's a real place.
It's a real
Or
place.
a real person. I mean,
Yeah.
real
Real-
title.
real-
Real title
real
is what I'm
title.
trying to get at.
It's a real title.
Royal Duchess of York.
Literally, you say any of them, they're all real fucking titles because that's
yeah,
how
exactly.
inbred
could
they are.
Yeah.
They're inbred? Like what kind?
Blue Bloods.
White? Wheat?
I think the current Duchess of York is an author.
So, author of Inbred. Wow.
Wow. uh, Great. So that is what, where, and why we're stealing. And then before that, I mean, rules line is how it is. All we have to do now is create a highly competent antagonist and figure out who's going first and how you were there. Getting an idea of what would make sense for your role to be at a fancy museum gala. I think for everyone it works perfectly. And to get an idea, like for each playbook, like you are the hitter. However, you are also incredible skilled thief, so you're also going to be good at the other things. Just you solve your problems with punching people usually. So the highly competent antagonist is someone that is going to be the foil to basically everyone's story. They are someone that is known, whether it be head of security at one of the most ruthless security inks, someone that is a previous investor. We could say, I mean, head of security. There's also the head of the insurance agent that owns this piece of art through Zach Mucker. And if y'all go, currently it's not in the PDF I've written yet, but at the end of the thing there are traits that we would give to this. Traits are going to be to certain NPCs that will show up, but also it's usually one, but the highly competency CEO. No, sorry, that's an oxymoron. Highly competent antagonist will have 2 traits. So they are troublemaker, cunning, observant, scheming, commanding, awkward, goofy, or passionate. There'll probably be more by the time this book is actually done. But these all have moves associated with them, which is how I'm going to be trying to interact you and trying to stop you throughout this heist. Have any ideas for who would be a good foil for a museum heist?
I do like the insurance agent idea.
It's very fitting.
It's very fitting. How many fucking Ocean's films have an insurance agent as some sort of enemy?
See,
Also
I'm not
fitting
looking
for
at
the leverage
that.
episode.
I'm not
Yeah.
looking at that. I'm looking at the security guard because night in the museum. That's what I'm thinking of. Just a very highly competent, like a Paul Blart mall cop kind of vibe.
I don't
Just
think
like
he's competent.
Oh,
Competent and Paul Blart in the same
yes,
sentence.
yes. See, look, listen. I like the idea of a guy who's here to do their job, and because they want, to have a paycheck to, buy things like food, and is only just there doing their job, and that's how we keep getting foiled, because it's a guy doing his job, not necessarily that he has it out for us or he has a particular, his interest is getting paid so he can go home after
So-
a possibly 12-hour day.
So I'm hearing passionate and awkward. To get an idea, for these traits, the traits are something that is something I've taken from Belonging Outside Belonging, very specifically from Galactic 2E. I've actually taken these directly from there with permission from Riley Rethal. She's a great game designer. I fucking love Galactic 2E, and Going Rogue, who's just built off of that. So awkward is misunderstand or ignore a social cue from someone and take a token, which that means I'll be able to take one of your tokens, which is going to kind of force you to use one of your weak moves, which I think I'll have y'all explain what those are in a moment, because I kind of want to get everyone's character when they're done. Ask someone something at a bad time and give them a token, or try your best and give a token for awkward. And then passionate, react with unexpectedly intense emotion and gain a token. Question someone's belief or actions and give them a token. Intense emotion that's and give a token. Pardon me, a typo. Ready. And explain why something matters to you and take a token. So I think a very awkward and passionate museum security would be very good. Do we have a name that's not just a play on Paul Blart?
Ben Blart.
No. No.
No.
John.
You suck.
Stamos. He's just like, what's happening? Have mercy. And he just goes, closes the door, locks it that we had to open. He's like, oh shit.
Okay.
I got locked out of the event.
Okay. I got a dumb one. That's great. It's gonna be a security guard, Chris Estrada.
I thought you were gonna be really funny and be like Chin, Chris Chin. But
no, it's Chris Estrada. I think it's a great name.
Does he have a fuck ass van?
I think they have a normal van. A
Stinky
great smelling normal van, Aki.
That's very specific. GM.
This is for only us. I think only us and maybe one person who has maybe listened to a Monster of the Week one shot on our Patreon feed.
No, it's in the main feed too.
It's in the main feed. Okay.
I think it aired in the main feed about a year after it aired on Patreon.
Yeah. So great, Chris Estrada, head of security, HCA, highly competent antagonist. I think now before we choose what order we're gonna do things, has everyone finished the choices for the playbooks? Or do you need more time for that? Well, actually, Aki, since while you're doing that,
We don't have to pick strong moves and weak moves. We get all of them.
You
right?
get all of
Because
those moves,
How
yes.
this works. Okay.
Yeah.
Just double
It's
checking.
just this, like, what is it?
sorry,
Style and
you're
motivation?
muted, Alyssa.
Yeah.
Do we start with the token or
You always start with one token, yes. Let's go ahead and go from reverse then. Farris, if you could introduce the style, motivation, and what else did I write for the playbooks?
Most proud of stealing?
Oh yeah, and then there's a third question that's going to be different for everyone.
Yeah.
And yeah, names and pronouns.
Pronouns. Sure. Let's just go with the default, baby. For me. So thief is named Silver. She, her pronouns, because why not? Style is lots of pockets and at least 2 knives. Motivation is to find yourself. And most proud of stealing $200 million worth of jewelry in 30 seconds.
The
As you do.
fastest it's ever been stolen. I had to look that up to see how fast something's been stolen, and I went higher.
Nice.
She, her, lots of pockets and at least 2 knives. Incredible. And great. Alyssa, if you could introduce us to your hitter.
Yes, my hitter is named Kleya. I will say she, they pronouns. Style is calloused hands and a noteworthy chest scar if you're lucky enough to see it. Motivation is to keep someone's memory alive, and what stays with you from the past is hand pains.
Great. Let's go to Aubrey. Introduce us to your hacker.
Name Nova, she, her, have a trusting smile and techie glasses. Motivations are to never have to say no to someone. And my other skill that's very important to me is cooking. Everyone's got to have a hobby.
I love a hacker that can cook.
Okay, I think I
great.
got everybody. If got
Yay.
everything. Um, my grifter is Rumi Kumar. She, they pronouns. Rumi is always well dressed, well kept. They kind of just look like they're rich, always in with the fashion. And they have a bag that carries more than you'd expect, and a disarming smile. My motivation is to steal from the rich. And who was I before turning to a life of crime? A healthcare employee.
Oh, hitting close. I know I wrote that, but that still hits home.
I saw it, I had to pick it.
Great. Um, great. Love this. And this is mainly going to be your motivations and like to inform your character, because again, this is going to be highly narrative. A lot of improv is going to be going into this, and even more so once you get to the other players, which gets me to my next question is who wants to go first and then who wants to do the what order we're going to be going. I would say arguably the first and last are probably the more intense roles because you're either setting everything up or finishing everything out for almost finishing everything out. Does anyone have a preference?
I would like to be not first or last.
I would like to be last. I think it just makes the most sense.
Okay.
All right, I'll go first.
I was going to be like, rock, paper, scissors? I'll go after you.
So, okay, order will be then Farris, Aubrey, Alyssa, Aki. Okay. Let me get into that. I believe we have finished everything as part of the planning phase of gameplay. What you can do, make your characters. Together. Okay. And so how this is going to be set, you are now currently a crew of people that have, like do heists together and everything, and we are going to be hearing Silver explain one of her best heists, the perfect heist that she's ever done. And for Farris, that is going to be starting. The sentence that it's based around is, I ever tell you how I stole the Duchess of York's crown at the museum, the Rose Museum. It was a perfect job. I even fooled Chris Estrada, who's now a very competent, very well-known security. Is how
He's an
this
event
game
planner
works.
now because everybody was so amazed at this night.
And let's see. Da. So to give you an idea, let me put like a little example of like how this works. Like I said, did I ever tell you how I stole the museum? And it's going to be you jumping into the story, and to put an example, say this was Chris. He wouldn't heist this museum. He works there. But say, did I tell you how I stole something? I had a job there 4 months. I wanted to make sure I was in there. I got my role, and so I already had a way in. I walked in as the Prince of New Yorkshire. Not Persia. New Yorkshire, so they can't find it. And set the scene of the night at this gala that you stole this item. Does that feel like enough to go off of? It's kind of loosey-goosey.
Sure. Okay. Scroll back up to find out what we picked. Okay. Did I ever tell you about the time that I stole the crown of the Duchess of York from the one and only Zach Mucker, right underneath the nose of some guy who was annoying? So it went like this. There we were. It was a beautiful gala. Everybody was there, I guess. And I was in the middle of completing one of the best heists of my life. I knew where the crown was, and I knew what I wanted to get it done, and I entered the party like in the usual way, through the vents, and I stole the server's costume. Uniform. It's a uniform. It's a costume.
It's a uniform.
It's a costume.
It could be both. It could be both.
Costume.
Thank you. You know.
Either.
Anyway, I stole a costume, and I merged in with the crowd as one of the actors, who served the drinks, and made my way to the Richie Rich who had the key card. I needed to get the key card to get in.
Yeah, I think you are in the middle of now. You're in the scene. You're obviously blending in. You're great at this job, and we're just stealing things. As you're about heading over, you are stopped by someone wanting to get a drink. Let's call this person. Let's call them a goofy, like well-dressed person. They're gonna go over there. Oh, hey, all the glasses are empty on your thing. And this person dressed very nicely. They're wearing a deep green suit. They kind of have like messy ruffled hair, thick glasses, and they're looking at you. It's like, I thought you were supposed to have drinks. Where's all the drinks?
Take it.
Well,
They're gone.
Could you show me where to get one?
No. I'm gonna pick a pocket. I'm gonna spend a token to pick a pocket and get a key card.
Yeah, so that is gonna be one of your strong moves.
Yes. And I'm gonna just hand this person the tray of empty glasses, and while they're trying to get that, take the key card and walk away.
Great. They're like, what are you? And they're gonna they're looking down at the tray as you pick this pocket, and they're now looking back up. And she's like, wait, where are you? And they're gonna try to catch up to you with this tray, and I'm gonna use move. It's like, hey, well now I'm the waiter. Now I really need to know where all these drinks are. And so you need to tell me. And I'm saying something silly and endearing those around me. And you're getting a token back.
Okay. Yeah. Silver's very caught off guard, but delighted that this person is just this is just proving the point, okay? Servers are just actors. You give them a prop and they have to follow through. Nobody at this party is a real person. I'm gonna just point randomly at a table and just point at it and just keep pointing and just wait. And then if they don't immediately move, we'll say it's stage left.
We're on a stage?
Yes. Yeah, obviously.
Okay, they're gonna walk to their left. Thank you. What? Oh, okay. They're gonna run backward, awkwardly past you. And as you feel like you're finally getting away with this key card, this person walking past you with this tray of drinks, you are met face to face with a highly competent security guard, Chris Estrada, you know about them. They've been annoying to you in the past, whether on purpose or not, but they've definitely gotten in your way. And they're gonna be like, hey, what do you why does that guy have your drinks? Or lack of drinks?
He wanted them.
But like, that's your job, no?
He asked for them.
But
I thought the customer is always right.
we're at the gala. They're no customers.
He asked for them. I don't know what you want.
Hmm. 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 Well, I think I need you to go. They're gonna like grab your shoulder gently and kind of like point you like in the opposite direction where you're going. It's like, I think you need to go back to the kitchen or right over there and
Mm-hmm.
get more trays.
Mm-hmm.
And uh they're questioning your beliefs or actions, and you're getting another token. And it's like, I don't know, like if you're trying to go on break early, I have everyone's schedule, and they pull out a notepad with a bunch of stuff scribbled down right here. And you, where is your name tag? I thought you were Chrysanthemum.
That's my sister. We're twins.
Their eyes narrow a bit, eyebrow raised. Sister? Twins, huh?
Identical.
Hmm. Well, go get your drinks. I'm gonna double check stuff, and they're gonna walk away, flipping through their handwritten notes.
Silver is going to not stab them. But that about it. And then is going to slip out of the party. I guess I can spend a token to disappear from someone's sight if I have to, but I'm gonna go use that key card.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, if you need to do that, because Chris did look back at you. By the way, he him pronouns for Chris. And sorry, I just looked at chat. I shouldn't do that.
Always a
And
mistake.
yeah, you slip away. Where do you slip into to use this key card, and where does this key card lead you?
To the vault, to like to the basement where the vault is.
Okay, so the crown is not on display yet, is what you're insinuating.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't know why, but I'm sure somebody else does.
Maybe this is the grand unveiling event.
Yeah.
The grand unveiling event. So someone's supposed to bring it out, and you obviously have the times when you're supposed to do that. So you're going to go in there right time.
Mhm,
Yeah. So
mhm.
you are going over to this keypad, where this lock key, where the keypad is, underground of this museum. You're using like the service entrances.
I'll get on the elevator, which probably has like one of the people in charge of like bringing the thing, the crown in and out, like a curator type person.
Mhm.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be on there.
Yeah, you walk into this elevator, and this person looks at you and just going down.
They told me to bring collect the drinks from downstairs. There was like a toast, I guess, that happened. You weren't invited? Shame.
They never invite me to anything.
I bet.
Okay. They're going to turn the little. This is the elevator that you need a key to go up and down on. So turn this like little key to go down to the service entrances, the underground where it's supposed to be. And this person just looks you over. Is like, we should. Do you think you could save me a drink? It was just
Yeah.
for working, but
Is yep. Yes, that's the thing I can do.
Great, cool. Sounds great. And you get down to basement level, and you're now like go into this underground area. You know exactly how to get to the vault. How do you think you're gonna open the vault?
Because this is what I do, and I've studied this particular vault safe mechanics. Many times it's a season 6,000. And I can do one of those in 2 minutes flat or less if they are particularly bad at installing it. I just need a distraction so that nobody notices me getting in, and I've got to do something about the camera. So I figured a blackout is probably the best thing to do.
Yeah, I think a blackout is great. And let's see, do you have any moves to do that on? Otherwise, I may invoke something.
I can disappear from someone's sight.
I don't think that's specific enough to knock out the camera system.
I can take advantage of a situation, but I don't know if one is happening or not.
Why don't we call it this? You are down there in the vault, and you are setting your, like, there's a power box right there, or nearby at least. And as you open the power box door, the power goes out on its own. At least to your sight.
Convenient. Love when the light guys have their cues on.
Yeah, so that does leave. Now the alarm system is at least currently not working, so you just need to break into the vault.
Yeah, that's my whole job.
And you kind of hear as you're going, getting through that. Did I not give the thief a move to break into things?
No, just pick a pocket. I assumed it was like a given because it's my entire job. That I could, like,
no, that makes sense.
This stage is easy.
I think, yeah, because you already got the things there. Yeah, I totally know what's in this game. I wrote it 3 days ago. Yeah. So you're getting through. You're able to unlock this vault. Child's play. Truthfully, you've done harder things. Now, how are you getting out of here? How are you getting the crown out of here?
I am going to wear it because part of the gala celebration is that everyone has duplicates that were sent to them as part of the celebrations. And everyone at the unveiling of the crown will be wearing a little fake version, except for me.
Great. Sorry, I'm just taking down some notes. Everyone has a fake version of the crown.
You gave us permission to make up anything.
This will be very relevant. This is how this goes. This
know.
heist has already been done. Great. You're gonna wear it. Where is your exit? In fact, I think as you're wondering this, you hear the distinct hum of power coming back on.
Yep. I need to join the party. Join the little downstairs party.
There's a party down here.
Supposedly. That's what I said on the elevator. all the like curators and people had a little party, and they're probably going to escort the real crown up. So I've replaced the real crown with one of the fakes. And I'm gonna join the little curators as they go to collect the real crown and just already have my fake crown on.
Yeah, okay, great. As you're starting to join them, you hear you're walking down through a hallway which is lighting up again. You hear murmurs of people, like, sighs of relief down the hallway where all the people are heading, and then you hear some clambering down the stairs. And to a door next to you, Chris walks out, walkie-talkie in hand. He's like making sure that all the exits are covered. All the things are making sure everyone, please, someone check the cameras. You didn't have a plan to turn off any of the power, and then they're gonna see you again. And it's like, 1 second. So, chrysanthemum or?
Yes.
Great. You're down here. Why are you down here?
Staff party. There's a little mini staff party before we bring the crown up. Everybody knows this. You weren't invited? That's so weird. Gosh, do you think nobody likes you? That would be so rude.
They're gonna narrow those eyes like, I know that's not the reason why people don't like me.
It's probably just because of your, big scary gun.
They're gonna get kind of close and kind of like almost like circling you or saying this. Chrysanthemum, let me tell you, I take my job so seriously.
You
Is
take a
one
breath, man.
thing I care about is making sure people are safe and things don't leave this museum that shouldn't leave this museum. This is what I care about, and I'm taking a token from you.
Well, that's okay.
So,
Because I didn't need a token anyway, because this feels like an uncomfortable social situation to me, which gives me a token back.
touche. And Chris is gonna look at you and say, and I have it right here. And they're gonna show again their notebook, pages flapping, chrysanthemum spelled 3 kinds of wrong.
It's
Right?
one U.
You're-
It's one U. And it also is with a K. Like Aaron?
I
Yeah,
never
and then that's not a Y, it's an I.
And you're supposed to be upstairs right now. That's what I'm trying to say.
I didn't want to miss the staff party. God.
Don't go anywhere. I need to check in. And they're gonna turn their back to you very blatantly and go over the walkie-talkies again. It's like, hey, Federico, could you check on the schedule again one more time? Did you see who's supposed to be at the staff party?
I'm leaving. Bye. I'm power walking in the other direction. I'm climbing into a vent. Whatever I gotta do, I'm out of here.
Because
I'm
I need to.
somersaulting around a corner.
I said to not move anywhere, and they're gonna just like run right past where you're supposed to be. Great, yeah, some still around the corner. Maybe you jumped into a vent.
Heck yes. We're doing this alien style. There's always a vent where you need one.
Always a big vent in museums. Museums need the biggest vents.
Yeah. Gotta get that airflow.
Exactly. So, is your plan just to leave through the vents?
Yeah, climb up to the vents and then just walk out of the party with all the other guests in everybody's matching little hats.
Yeah, and I think as you are walking out the party, you hear the telltale sound of alarms going on from the museum.
Weird.
And sirens approaching, but you are scot-free. Or so you think.
Yeah. Get all the way back, get my little crown, set it up all nice on a shiny little pedestal where it can look sparkly.
And as you set this up on your pedestal at home, you notice one thing in particular. All of these jewels are plastic.
Yeah. There's that moment I tripped on the stairs on the way out. The metal felt real when I picked it up. But I had it, and nothing else matters.
And this is where we cut back to wherever everyone's having this conversation at.
Yeah.
And I think it is Aubrey's time to chime in.
Yeah.
So not Silver, that's a different character
Yeah.
that you play. Nova. Okay.
Yes.
So, Nova, you've been enjoying this story. I feel like a smile has been forming on your face through the back half.
Yeah.
Where were you on this night?
Well, I happened to snag myself an invite to this very exclusive party. You know, I had to bump somebody else really famous off the list. But, you know, it's fine. They weren't even in Chicago anyways.
Exactly. You know, and yeah, it is hard to get invites to the Rose Museum if you wanted to get in there. So great that you did. When you got there, what were you doing? How were you enjoying most of the night before you actually were able to do what you needed to do?
As one does at these parties, you kind of wander around, you smile at people, and you occasionally make very boring small talk about whatever. But one of the things that I'm mostly doing at this point is trying to find somebody who looks important here in this museum because I have an RF skimmer in my little purse that I have with me, and I'm kind of just trying to walk by anybody who might have a very important key card on them, and just grab those numbers for later.
Yeah, I think as you're going through, one person does catch your eye, unfortunately, and it is head of security, Chris Estrada. You know
Nice,
them.
nice. Mhm.
They've gotten your way before. That one time at the Science Museum where you were trying to steal the
Mhm.
IMAX camera just because you could.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
there.
It was there, and it's an IMAX camera.
Yeah, it's a real one. There's only 7 in the continental US right now.
Exactly. Could lease that thing out to Christopher Nolan. That would make so much money.
Um, and as you're doing this, you kind of you're heading your way and you get bumped into by someone holding a tray full of empty glasses. He was like, "Oh, sorry, I was looking for stage right. Um, did I get
I
anything
believe
on you? Are
that's
you okay?"
left. No, it's fine. I believe that's left.
I
When you're facing the audience, it is their stage right is your left.
Who's the audience?
It's a great question, my friend.
Well, I just I don't know. And they're gonna laugh loudly and make everyone around you look at you and give a token.
Cool.
You know, I'm just trying to get a drink.
Yeah, you're about halfway there. You've got a lot of empty cups, but no drink. So good luck with that.
Yeah, you're so right. And actually coming from around the corner, hearing someone laugh very loudly in this museum, you see Chris Estrada walking towards you. Um, they're gonna like go over, look at the person with the tray, is like, "Hey, why do you have a tray?" "Oh, drinks." "I was looking for them."
You apparently found them.
"Well, you should. That belongs to. Which one is it? Chrysanthemum? One of the waitress, persons work here. And they're gonna look directly at you. You didn't get anything on you, right? No?
No, they're all empty.
Great. Well, I hope you are having a great time, and they're gonna take the tray from this person. I just gonna send her. "I will take this back, thank you. I hope you are having a great time as well. What are you here for anything specific? Or are you just here for the grand gala? No, for the Mr. Mucker's crown? Is that how that works?"
You only get to see a royal crown once in your life.
Apparently, I mean, I'm not gonna see it, but once in your life, right?
Once in your life.
Great. Well, this would be a great time to because I know I wrote these. Was the hacker have a strong move? Is still something important?
No. I can
Yeah.
cause people to rush to a separate part of the building, know everything about someone you just met, turn off all security measures with a button press, or charm someone with an esoteric fact that is extremely interesting to them.
I need to rework some of these moves, I think. But that's fine. You're able to get close enough with your RF scanner to get Chris's card. It's like kind of like right there on their chest. And while they're holding the tray and kind of looking around, you are able to scan it. And Chris is going to well, I'm looking at their moves. And And they're gonna just like look at you again and keep talking about this crown um that they can't see. And I think they're gonna misunderstand or ignore a social cue and take one of those tokens right back.
Okay.
And they're just like saying, yeah, so I just, I've been working here for a couple years at this point, and I think I heard that there's a crown's coming come. I'm super excited to see a royal crown. And this other person has since left.
Mhm.
You're now just kind of stuck here with Chris and this tray full of empty drinks.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your next course of action to get rid of them?
Yeah, no, I am going to I will spend a token to cause people to rush to a separate part of the building, and by doing this, I want specifically security guards to rush to a opposite side of the building because they've been told some sort of VIP is arriving, and they need to be there to make sure that nothing bad happens.
Okay.
And I do that because I have a little smartwatch that I have turned in my little mini hacking thing, and I have a thing set up where I can just tap a button and it will send out over the radio frequency this fake message.
Yeah, and then like you hear John Stamos is here arriving at the museum.
Exactly.
And Chris is like, oh, okay. And they're just gonna put the tray down on the floor. And it's like, that'll be fine. And I was like, we have to make sure all the VPs get here safe. Nice talking to you. Didn't get your name. Bye. And and you see like a bunch of security guards, like either on like the headpieces or the earpieces or walkie-talkies are starting to go over towards the entrance, which is the other side. Where do you head now? You know that the crown should be kept underground currently, and will be near a ceremony for the staff and curators, I guess.
Yeah, I did research the specific kind of vault and the way this museum is set up. There is essentially an elevator in the vault to take the crown up when it is time. Loving it, and it's really good that there's all of these fake crowns everywhere. The idea is because everyone is busy in a different part of the museum, I can cause the crown to arrive here a little early and make a swap. That's my plan.
Great, yeah. I think you are going to wear this the crown is. I think that maybe the word that John Stamos is
The
here
John
in
Stamos.
Chicago in the year of our Lord 20 will be arriving. That a lot of people are starting to crowd towards the other entrance, and so this is the thing: you press a few buttons, crown come up, fake crown go down.
Yep.
Now, how do you plan to get out of this place with this crown?
I am going to it is helpful that there are all of these fake crowns. So my plan is to pretty much act like everything is fine and I'm just wearing another one of these fake crowns they've given out. And I'm essentially going to just find a back exit, that leads into the parking garage attached to the museum where I have my car, and leave that way. There's no sense in staying through the entire party.
Yeah. I think as you are heading out towards that back entrance, after you're able to do all this, right after the crown went back down, you knew there was a power outage on your way over to your exit. And then you hear, like when you're going out the other exit, some footsteps running down the hall, and you see Chris again, a little out of breath, just, gosh, I didn't realize security's supposed to run. Oh, okay, so I saw you earlier. What are you doing all the way over here? You work here?
And
No.
sorry, bad habit. And I out of my purse pull a just a pack of cigarettes. I The power outage made me nervous. I just going to calm my nerves.
I, okay, I get it, but that's supposed to be on the outside. That's even supposed to be like even in the garage. It's like these things are very sensitive. Any kind of smoke will set the alarms off.
It's good to know.
So that's where are you just kind of like holding the fake souvenir crown? Fake
Um,
souvenir crown. I
Fake
say
souvenir
heavy scare
crown. Yeah,
quotes.
heavy is yeah. I think it's like I have it, and it's kind of just in the opposite hand from my little purse.
Oh, hey, you got one of the replica. You didn't have that earlier. Where did you have time to go get that?
Oh, there was a table. They were just handing them out earlier.
Oh, really? I thought the
Yeah, yeah,
table was
yeah.
uh surrounded by John Stamos fans.
Well, I'm really good at moving quickly.
Hmm, 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 hmm. Well,
Well, I'll go out the right entrance then to go catch a smoke break.
I got my eyes on you. Just because you're acting suspicious. Okay? Okay?
Large
Okay.
gatherings make me nervous.
They're walking away. Doing the eyes on you motions with two fingers because they're wearing glasses. Chirp a little bit, but keep doing it. And then we'll run to a stairwell because they're actually supposed to be going down more.
Hmm.
And as you are going to the right entrance, you are just heading to your car.
Yeah, it's like a van.
Yeah, yeah. You head over to your van, and now that you're like outside, under like the night like street lights and outside lights and the thing, you're taking a closer look at the crown, and it was hard to tell from in there with like the fluorescent lights, but you've seen pictures of this. The crown you're holding is a completely different color. It says it's supposed to be like inlaid with gold. This is very clearly like silver.
Hmm. Well, what I get for putting it down for 2 seconds to splash water on my face.
And then I think we see you getting into your car, and we cut back to the bar as you explained that, yeah, you didn't get away with it.
Hmm.
And I believe it's now our hitter.
Hello, it is I.
Yeah, so you've heard both of these conversations. And know that neither of these people took it. So, what did you do? How did you arrive at this gala with this royal crown?
Yeah, it was sort of a last minute job for me, so I kind of had to get my invitation on the way in. Um, there was, I don't know, some guy. I didn't pay much attention to him other than his suit, which I promptly stole along with his invitation. But it's fine, and his wallet. I'm sure he rested very well in the gardens outside of the museum that night.
Probably great nights of rest. Yeah, so you have an invitation. You have a nice suit. You look at the ID of the person you stole. You see that they are named Kevin Crane. Kevin Crane, and you also see a little card denoting that they are also a doctor. To prove that when someone says someone doctor, I'm actually a doctor. So you are now Dr. Crane tonight.
So I need a British accent.
You can do whatever you want. I think doing an accent poorly is part of your playbook. So, what is your first step once you get here? Is this for a hit, like a lone hitter? Is this normally your kind of job?
No. I don't really do heists so much, or I didn't back then. But getting this crown away from this tech CEO is something that was important to someone in my past. So I'm doing the job tonight.
Great. Well, what's your first step as you're kind of like going through the gala, there's a bunch of like refreshments on one side of this area. There's also people checking out all the other exhibits, but mainly excitedly waiting to see Mr. Mucker's crown.
Yeah, what's the security like? They got security guards standing around?
Oh yeah. There's a little bit heightened security. You being a hitter and having a lot of interactions, you see that there is the normal like staff security, and then you see the telltale signs of like some like heavy hitting security that is probably on Mucker's personal payroll.
Great. I'm going to grab a drink from someone. I'm sure there are trays circulating around.
Yeah, in fact, you grab the last drink of someone's tray that's just filled with empty glasses as you walk right past them.
And then I'm going to trip and spill my drink on one of the less trained security staff members.
You trip and it's like, geez, man, this is I just dry cleaned this. Sorry, are you okay? Sorry, you good there? You spilled wine everywhere.
Oh, that's my bad, isn't it? Shit. Wait, how do I do a bad fake British accent? That's my bad, isn't it? Blimey, we need to get you to the loo. And I will lead them over to the bathroom, and I will take a token for attempting an accent and failing spectacularly.
Very specifically attempt an accent. So yeah, okay, great. And you're like, hey, wait, no, what do you? I could do this. Wow, you have a strong grip. And right as you're like getting to I think no. As you, what is your reason for taking this security guard to the loo?
I am once in the bathroom. I am going to help them clean off their uniform, and then I am going to knock them out and steal their uniform, and then I will have access to the back rooms because I am now security.
He's like, oh, thanks. What part of England are you from? I don't recognize your act. As you just chokehold them.
I will put them very gently into one of the stalls. I will cushion their head with some toilet paper and lock the door and climb out from under it so that no one goes in that stall.
Great. So you just take this security guard's uniform. And as you are leaving the restroom, you almost bump directly into head of security at this museum, but you also recognize them simply for being security, kind of like jumping around, upping their career. You actually accidentally helped raise their profile once, knocking someone out, and they took the regalia for it. I can't think of the word. And it's a Chris Estrada, and they like almost bump like right into you. And it's like, oh, sorry. Hey, you. They're gonna look down at your name tag, which says Jonathan. Jonathan, you look different today. Is everything okay?
I'm trying a new look today. Do you like it? I thought I'd dress up for the party.
I I mean, I appreciate your excitement, but we still have a uniform and like your shirt's untucked right there, your collar, button up, button up. And it's
One of
like,
the guests spilled wine on me,
oh,
so it's just it's uncomfortable. It's sort of sticky when I button it up, so I thought maybe I could.
okay, okay, okay. Look, I get that. Just make sure, I care about people looking professional when you're at this job. So please just make sure, you're not showing off too much. You're being professional. Because to me, it matters that we are professional, and
Are
they're
you
gonna
slut
take it to
shaming
it.
me, sir?
I
Because
am
my
just
shirt is
saying.
unbuttoned.
I'm just saying,
It's
Jonathan.
not my fault that the tailoring on these uniforms isn't suited for my bosom, sir.
I did take a token from you, by the way, because it's white, telling you what's something they care about, and they're just going to pat you on the shoulder with their notebook. No, I'm not slut shaming you. In fact, I celebrate sluts.
That's unprofessional to say, sir. I think that maybe I should call HR.
Jonathan, just go on your way, please. Just do what you need to do. They're just gonna walk away in a different direction.
Great. Then I am going to walk to the back rooms of the exhibit to try and get down to the crown.
Yeah, as you're heading this way, you hear over your walkie-talkie, Jonathan's walkie-talkie, Dr. Crane now, Jonathan security guard, that John Stamos is arriving. And you see a bunch of people heading that way. In fact, one of the other guards kind of look at you and just like, yo, you gotta hurry up and make sure the VIP John Stamos is doing all right and that he doesn't get trampled. You know how Chicago loves John Stamos, I think.
I was not aware of that, no.
Okay, well, just, keep an eye out and they're going to keep going. And so one thing to take note of as you are heading to the back rooms, and you have access, in fact, you have access to the staff elevator. You know where the crown is supposed to be kept. What is your approach for trying to get the crown?
What is the security link and where it's supposed to be kept?
So there is a key carded door, and then there is a high-tech vault that is going through that you need both the access for the numpad and also to the get in. At least on the outside, you know that surrounding it from some intel you had that the walls are pretty thick, but you, after beating it out of someone, we're told that there is a weak spot on the backside of the vault, which is actually connected to the collections department of this museum.
Right. Then I'm going through collections and to collect my crown by breaking through the wall.
You're just gotta be clear. You get into collections and there's people there just like working nights. There's like maybe like two people and one of them's gonna look at you just like, oh, hey Jonathan, you look different today. This is one of the staff, big, thick glasses, looking over at you, like looking over like gloves, has like a really fancy looking grail in front of them. Like, what you doing down here tonight?
I was sent to collect you. It's time for the staff party.
Oh, I wasn't invited. I was just kind of like working tonight. Unfortunately, I don't get to do staff stuff.
No, I'm inviting you.
Oh, I mean, sure. I'm covered in 3,000-year-old dust, though.
That's fine. It suits you.
Okay. Well, let me just, and they're going to like do the thing where it's like these are like big rubber gloves, so like it takes a really long time to get them off. You're gonna get them there, and it's like, well, let me just go tidy up a little bit, and I could guess meet you. I guess I would love to see the crown. That'd be great. They're supposed to bring it out.
I'll meet you there at the party.
Great, great. Yeah, I'll go over there. Shut up, Pocky. Any podcaster's worst nightmare is the chat. Great. Okay, so you got in the person whose name you didn't even get out there, curator, I guess. Um, so you're going to break through this weak spot in the wall. How?
So I'm gonna take that old grail and I am going to smash.
The wall with this old grail?
Fine. Are there other things in the collection that are better for smashing through a wall?
No.
Great. It's the grail.
Yeah, you see it, you hold in your hand, has some good weight to it, and yeah, you just start slamming away at this grail, at this wall. And after a bit, you see that there is a pane of steel in front of you, but you definitely know that you see that there's some like screws not done all the way in because it's the hardest place to get to. So you can kind of just like unscrew it and pry it open.
And I do.
Great. How are you getting past the security in the security systems in the vault?
I am not. I am grabbing it and letting security go off. And I will be on my way out by the time it comes down because the security is going to be aimed at the vault side of the vault, not collection side.
This is so great. Yeah, you break through, you grab that. It's actually the best thing is that for whatever reason, a blackout just happened. So you actually don't even have to worry about security. So you're able to get that and going through now that you have the crown heavy in your hands. What are you replacing it with?
I mean, I grabbed one of those fake crowns from the party table.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. In fact, there's probably one in here.
So I'm just going to switch them out.
Great. What are you doing to this wall?
No one's going to notice.
Incredible. Okay, you have this crown. What was your plan of escape?
To mingle with the crowds rushing John Stamos and get out that way.
Great. Yeah.
I will strip out of my security costume.
When you're halfway stripping, you see this person coming back, just like peek in. It's like, oh, hey, turn then.
Oh, I'm not Jonathan. I'm Niles. Nope. Crane. Dr. Crane. Jonathan had to step out.
Why are you in a security outfit, Dr. Crane? Why are you here?
Did they not? They said it was part of your, y'all's play together? Having someone else come in?
They turn beet red. Person, no name, no gender, beet red, looking at you, just you're still not supposed to be down here, Dr. Crane. Kind of like tugging at their collar. Yeah, I may have to call this in.
No, I mean, Jonathan's part of security, and they told me I could be here.
Well, Jonathan's not here. In fact, I think they're going to go to their walkie-talkie and it's like, hey, is Jonathan there?
I'm going to tackle them. Before when they go for their walkie, I tackle them.
It's just... Great, you tackle this unassuming person that was just excited to go on a date. Uh,
Yep, and now they're going to be knocked out in this room with a giant hole in the wall, and it's fine.
great, great. Yeah, you tackle them. You pick the crown back up, and you start heading out with the crowd rushing John Stamos. Blending in perfectly, everyone has the fake crowns. And you step out, and you are admiring your handiwork. But you kind of notice it immediately because you're just making sure you had the thing in your hand and getting out of there. This is like not even close to the right crown. In fact, it looks like it's like a kid's crown. As heavy. Like, in fact, like if someone like kind of like look it in, you see that there's like stuffed with like rocks or something to make sure it matches the weight of the other crown. But yeah, you made it out and Dr. Crane's car with a fake crown.
Those damn kids and their heavy crowns. But I broke into the vault, and that's all that matters.
And from there, I think we cut back to where this conversation is happening. And Rumi, you heard everyone's stories, and you know for damn sure not one of these people got away with that crown. So,
Okay, one, where we're having this conversation, it's at my flat, which suspiciously looks like the Avengers Tower. That one room in the Avengers Tower. Very suspiciously. Very, very, very suspiciously. But that's okay. We don't need to talk about that. That was one of my other heists.
Is a robot gonna break in and tell us he's taking over the world?
I have no strings, all that shit.
the
But that's
Aven-
okay because
the
Marvel
Avengers
Rivals
exist
update.
in this universe.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we should ask fucking, what's his name? Zach Mucker.
Zach Mucker, yeah, this is their crown. Okay, yeah, you're sitting back in your flat. Everyone's having a great time, and you decide, hey, let me tell my story.
Settle
So-
down now, kids.
Okay, how did Rumi get here? Am I saying that right, Rumi?
Rumi, yes.
Yeah, okay. Just like my brain thought that was wrong, but no, okay. Yeah. How did you get to this gala?
You see, in my past life, I was a health care worker. And
Sure were.
you see, like I was pretty straight laced, I just wanted to, do the Asian thing, make my parents proud, and have a good, somewhat concise government job, just things like that. And I got really tired of this 9 to 5 that would then turn to 9 to like fucking 7. I hate that shit. So, my life of crime began right then and there, where I had access to a bunch of government documents and people's addresses, and I just kept them all. And wouldn't you happen to know it? I had John Stamos's medical.
Thank you.
Medical
Thank you for
aid.
picking it up, Aki. Let's go.
I had John Stamos's medical information and address. Now you see, John Stamos, he currently lives in LA, Los Angeles. How did I look that up? Google. And but prior to that, he 100% totally had a Chicago residency. So all I did was make sure that he got invited, because who wouldn't invite John Stamos? And then I just showed up to his place and stole his mail. And of course, he would move back to LA, and everybody still thinks that Mr. Stamos is coming.
Yeah. Great. So you have John Stamos' invitation to this gala put on by Zach Mucker
Mhm.
at the Rose Museum here in Chicago. Do you are you arriving as part of Mr. Stamos's entourage?
Yes. Yes. I had spent time totally stealing the identity of somebody else who I had on hand. So I just knew how to dress for the part, how to like how and just how to blend in that way. And realistically, is John Stamos coming? I don't know. Probably not. I'm here though, like it's a last minute cancellation, so I'm here showing up on his behalf, that kind of
Mhm.
thing, on his behalf.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
even think that you get there, you arrive, and someone even asks you, "Oh, is Mr. Stamos coming later?"
No, no, unfortunately, he got sick, so
Oh,
very, very last minute. But he didn't
gosh,
want to be a complete no show, so
I
we're
understand that.
here. Yeah.
What's the name you're going by right now?
Um, I will go as December Heartthrob.
All right. Well, Miss,
Producer.
Mrs. They, them, he,
Hmm.
him.
Yeah, all of them.
Oh, okay.
Just producer December is how I like to go by.
Producer December. Well, thank you for
Mhm.
joining. You'll head down this way. So, getting like a VIP pass. Even though you got there, no one really announced your arrival so
That's
far.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah, but you do get VIP access. Means you got there early. You're able to kind of do what you want before too many people got in. What is your first approach before you start doing what you want to do?
I want to kind of survey the area. I know that my associates got here first, and there was a bit of a ruckus. I think I can notice, things seem a little like. I mean, the guests seem happy, minus the perhaps now sad fans that no Stamos came out. Those poor Stamosians. But like otherwise, I want to see like just in case like what has everybody else done so far. I had an idea, but the fact that I wasn't notified yet means that nobody did their job right.
You have your own crew of people. Is that what you're saying?
No, I thought we were the
This is
same crew.
this takes place before you all knew each other.
Oh, I see. Okay, yes, then I have
It's a
my
huge
own crew.
flashback.
And
Okay, yeah,
actually, I think, if anything, they did their job incredibly correct. They were watching. They were watching all of y'all.
yeah. In fact, you hear over like an earbud that you put in the voice of the person that was trying to go stage right. And I was like, hey, so I was able to just fully steal his security's ID. Didn't even notice it. They're too busy looking for someone named Flower or whatever. I was paying attention. So I'm in the security room. I have access to the power. So anytime you want me to just I can cut it off.
Mm-mm. Good work, good work. And I think what I would like to do now is do we have a location right now or close enough like area of where the crown should be?
You hear like it's supposed to be like under on the bottom level because it's gonna like be elevated up before people like see it. You also hear over like the person checking the security. Yeah, no, it's supposed to be down there. I see there's like a security guard being awkward down there, but like so far it looks fine. Wait, they the security guard is picking up that Holy Grail. They're hitting the wall with the Holy Grail.
Hitting the wall with the Holy Grail. Don't they know they can just literally wish on it? It's a
Apparently not. They're breaking
dang.
they're breaking the wall. Do you want me to do anything about this? And before you could answer, you are stopped by like, oh, producer December, hey. And you turn
Yes.
around, head of security, Chris Estrada. You know them just like actually just like in your day-to-day life. You've been to this museum before. Maybe at one point uh you filled a prescription or saw them at the clinic you used to work at. They don't recognize you currently because you're all gussied up. Um, so I just want to be sure you're doing okay. I know you're here on behalf of Mr. Stamos.
Hmm.
Um, he he's not coming tonight, right? Or did was he coming?
No, 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 no.
Okay,
It's very last minute, this illness.
okay. Well, if he decides to change, just you could let any of our staff know. They'll make sure that they get the VIP treatment, just like you.
Of course, absolutely. You're doing a great job, by the way.
Great, great. Yeah. So, I'm here. I want to make sure everything's doing okay. This is one of the big events for the thing. They're going to start talking, and they're doing their special explain why something matters to them. They're going to take your token
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
and just
Hmm.
go, yeah, no, I want to make sure, and I know you're a VIP. I want to make sure you're doing well, and all that. I just, weird things happening all over. I see someone over there. Um,
Can I stop you here for a second, Chris?
what's up?
Okay. You see, I just, you know me, producer. I just think with the situation awry, just from a glance, I think someone is trying to double cross you here, trying to make you look really bad. I know what's going on downstairs. I can hear it from all the way up here. That's how fast the grapevine moves.
Oh,
The Holy Grail? Really? Really, Chris?
what?
I'm using a weak move to get my token back, by the way. I'm telling someone they're being double crossed and I need their help.
You wait, the Holy Grail? Someone's taking the Holy Grail?
And smashed it. Look, man,
Oh,
okay, listen. I'm a really big fan of your work and this museum and
I
and
kind of like
just
stand up straighter. Oh, thank you.
and just everything and I just hate to see a hardworking man like yourself. I touch his shoulder like yourself just be like thrown around like this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'd like to help you, but I think you can kind of help me here, and I think we can mutually benefit by helping each other from in this situation.
Great.
Make you
Okay,
look better,
you
and
know,
maybe get me in, some good graces with the Zuck.
is that yeah the Zach? Zach Muckerberg. People do call him the Zuck because the poor mental.
That yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Wouldn't he be the muck?
No, the Zuck
I forgot
sounds
his
much
name.
better. No, it's Muckerberg, Zach Muckerberg. But Zach,
Zach,
you say it too
exactly.
fast, it becomes out the Zuck.
It
Yeah.
becomes on the Zuck. Yeah, it's just it's a nickname. I'd like to call him by that nickname one day too.
Yeah, no, I totally okay. But I have an idea, and they're gonna like go over. Hey, Rodrigo, in like 2 minutes, you're gonna make sure over all the comms that John Stamos is actually approaching, and everyone needs to go get that. I need to go figure out some people really quick. Um, thank you. They're gonna look at you, producer December. Thank you so much. I am going to go deal with all that. Figure out who is stealing the ground. Um, thank you, and I'll put a good word with Mr. Muckerberg.
Thank you so much. You if you need anything, you just let me know. I can pull some strings. I know everybody in this damn place.
You're great. They're gonna go, and you kind of see the conversation that they have with Chrysanthemum and also with no, but just like the people, you see the conversations. They're running back and forth, and you see them run downstairs. And the person with the comms like, well, people are rushing for John Stamos. Do you think it's a good time to cut the power? Get what you need to get?
Now more than ever.
And they're like, no, power right up. And what do you plan to do now? They told you that someone is attacking the vault wall with the Holy Grail. People are heading down that way, and the power is out. You have no one looking at you.
Do I have any idea where perhaps said person with the Holy Grail is going to come out of? Or because like they're attacking the vault, so the vault's being attacked, but the crown might not be there. I'm trying to get the crown. I still don't necessarily know where the crown is though.
You would kind of know that. I mean, the vault was supposed to be there. The last thing that your guy told you is that they broke the wall through and were unscrewing the back part of the vault. And so you could assume that cutting out the power means that they're getting the crown for you. So
okay,
you just
okay.
need to keep out for the crown. You do see that there is all like these fake crowns rolling around, but you would know what the real thing looks like.
I think what I would like to do now is I'd like to use a strong move. While all of this mess is happening, I would like to create an even bigger mess to further distract people.
Okay.
So my mission can continue to be played out. And so what I would like to do is I'd like to use push the suspicion on another person. And I would like to start a rumor. You see, this crown's on loan. Loan. Borrowed. But I think that mucker fucking guy, Zach, is in fact trying to steal the crown for himself to keep. And that is the rumor I'm going to start. I just start mumbling it. Like, do you see what's going on?
You see one of the other security guards. In fact, it's actually Ricardo. Is like going like they stand next to you. They're one of the like nicer dressed security guards that may be on loan. That are like, "Wait, December. What do you mean? What's happening?"
I just think, it's a little suspicious that there's all these crowns around, copies of the crowns around, while there's just this commotion going on downstairs where the crown is supposed to actually be. And that's what I'm doing so I can get the attention of everybody else too. So they can start mumbling it. And it's just like, here's just me minding my own business while voicing my concerns as a citizen, as a civilian, and a guest, to this museum.
Yeah, you see all of these security guards kind of go towards you, and some other people like high society, very nice dress. You see the necklace around their neck that's definitely worth like 10 grand, and they're looking at you and it's like, oh, well he would. Insurance money is really good for that right now.
He
actually.
Absolutely would. His stocks are tanking. Okay, Tusla, the.
Tusla, the second
Tusla, that fucking website that he stole once, both of them, sure.
Both of them. Yeah.
And Cash Cow.
Cash Cow.
And
I thought Money Co. Inc. was doing great though.
That's what I thought too, until like, have you seen the news? Have you seen? And even then, his network is like going down. His public visage is going down. Just everything about him. He's losing it.
Yeah,
I mean,
gosh.
who else would do this for real?
Yeah,
And who else has the money to replace it with such an expensive decoy?
Should maybe go check in on that. You're so right, December. Hey, they're gonna look at some of the guards that are trying to make sure that James Stamos people that's not there, but as part of the distraction, kind of like rounds up. It's like we're gonna go check on Muckerberg. They're in the private seating room back there.
I look for a
He's
Gen Z influencer to help me spread this.
a Gen Z influencer.
Mhm.
Yeah, you see 5 years ago, you see someone very bright floral colors, green hair, walking around, kind of like vlogging stuff. They have a very nice jackets on, and there's like, oh hey, you're with John Stamos, right?
Yeah, um, producer December.
Right, yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw your work on the latest like reboots of the show that he's on.
Fuller House, yes,
Fuller
absolutely.
House. Full list house.
Full List House, yeah,
Yeah.
of course, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, no.
Well, are you live streaming right now?
Well, yeah, yeah, no. It's part of like for like, I'm here for part of my like my family stuff. Uh, making sure I get pictures of like our fashion stuff at our museum. So yeah, if you
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Now, as a producer, I'm worried about your career path for the next 5 years, but commentary is going on. And what if I had an exclusive piece of commentary, drama, tea, if you will, for you to help kickstart your
they they're already opening up Instagram, going
mhm.
live.
All right, here's what but before they go live, like
Yeah.
I straight up stop and I go, here's what you need to say, because I don't want anything to do with this. This got to come straight from you, and you can say that I'm a reliable source. Zach Mucker trying to steal the crown that belongs to the Duchess of York because she wouldn't answer his DMs.
Is this even legal? Should I know this?
I listen, just between you and me, I haven't answered his DMs either. He's married. This guy's a creep.
Saying this, they're going to they're going to pick up one of the fake crowns as well to do it, and you hear like a meow from their bag, and it's like shh, right now, and are going to start
Piece of shit.
posting about this in front of something else.
And while they do that, I go away. It's just
Yeah.
I'm just making this mess to be as messy as possible all the way over here, so that way the crown is like taken. I get the call. I'm out too.
And the powers come back on at this point. I think right at this point, you hear over your earpiece, the guy in the room's like, all right, I'm about to head out. That person, the security guard, stripped and their normal clothes now. They have the crown. They're actually headed right your way, trying to blend in. Maybe a great time to just, you know, step it away from them.
Absolutely. I am gonna go. I'm just gonna wait right where I need to kind of be,
Mhm.
so I can come get the shit.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, like you're able to like grab some extra stuff to like fill one of the fake crowns to make sure it like weighs the same. And as they're like everyone's bumping up against each other, and despite like this person's large muscles, you're able to kind of like like bump into them, make them drop the crown, and drop your crown that you're holding, so they pick that up, and you get the actual one to your knowledge. And you walk a little bit away and are able to walk out with the rest of the crowd as well. You get jostled a few times, but you are pretty sure your grip on this crown is ironclad. I think as you leave, the excitement for John Stamos is gone. The alarms start going off for the broken wall in the vault. And you are finally out. You get into your car. You're a producer. You get into your car and you're looking at this crown you grab from this hitter or this person. You don't know it's a hitter. This crown, really close, really identical. But all these jewels are fake.
God damn it. It's a fake. And I tell that to my guys.
What?
Think it was always a fake.
And I think this is where we cut back to this conversation in your flat. And everyone is like, talking's like, and now comes through is like, wait, if you didn't have it, who the hell stole it? It was reported stolen. And from the back, the mastermind of this current operation just gets up and they go to you have a very you know the flat is like maybe also your workplace, so they go to one of the whiteboards you have set up. It's one of those smart whiteboards, and they're going to start rioting. It's like, well, let me tell you one thing you all missed. And we've gone from heist part 2. We are now at the conclusion, and here we say your mastermind of this plot. He's gonna tell you something you all missed is what happened the day before this event, and we're going to what actually happened as the mastermind explains. Well, here's the thing: when you get something this expensive, the fucking chat reversing. When you are showing off something this expensive, you have tons of prior checks to this. Now, when is this thing the least secure? Is when people are making sure it's the real deal. So, while you were all making sure you got it at the event, really all you needed was a gemologist, like back file profile. Uh, Such a weird career, but they need to make sure the gems are real. Just went in there day before. I knew for a fact that they were having all these fakes go around, and made sure that one replaced it with a better looking one. I had to do some touch ups to one of these crowns to make sure it looked believable. But I did also need to make sure people believe there was an actual thief. So, next day, I was there as well. I was just enjoying some drinks out by the refreshment tables. I was in a nice green suit. Someone was yelling about stage right at one point, and now that I know you were there, I clearly remember, Silver, you just handing off your work to someone else, even though I thought you would like do better at that. But what have you, and of course, Kleya, the old spill wine on someone. See that from a mile away, which I quite literally did because I was enjoying my own wine. And Nova, you thought you were so smart by the elevator, but there was still someone around on the other side of the thing. But you see an elevator come up from the ground, people are looking. The John Stamos bit was really smart, though, really impressive. Glad no one caught you stealing their mail, at least. Because I think that would get net you more jail time than this, because that's John fucking Stamos. But, you know, everything went through. Kleya, you also broke the Holy Grail while getting to the vault. Honestly, you would have gotten more for the Holy Grail, but I know that wasn't your job. And I know that I had to make something believable. So every maybe fifth or sixth crown that was made, I made sure to paint the jewels a little brighter because I was there for a couple days. And you all helped me get away with the best heist ever. Now, I did sell it, a year or two later. It's actually currently in a vault in Copenhagen. But, we do make a great team.
I kill him.
All right. Mastermind's dead.
Take over.
Clay is the new mastermind. And that was Nothing Else Matters. That worked better than expected.
Kleya could have said something witty like, nothing else matters. And then kill him. In Copenhagen, huh? Just-
Located.
yeah, and then the rest of us work together because you know me, I can just pretend to be a healthcare worker and go.
Well, the mastermind for most of Leverage is a piece of shit anyway, so.
Mhm.
Well,
The rest of us just make out sloppy style and call it a day.
Exactly.
There you go.
Nothing else matters. We were defying the gods. All that's good references. There you go.
Well, thank you all for joining me for this playtest.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. I'm glad that y'all were very into it. This was great. If you are listening to this, if it actually does come out, that means this game has been released. So you can find it at fromdusttodice.itch.io. You can also find some other games there. I know like half of us do games. You can find Alyssa's game at a Disaster Queer, Farris's games at eferrisgames.itch.io. Oh, Nada Knox, which you like Knox, that you'll like that. If you like the gays, you should play UST. Aubrey, you have the Scott Pilgrim game, correct?
Yep.
Oh.
Love versus the world.
Love versus the World, and then there is Vampire Baseball. Aki is also written for Paizo, so you could also check that out. Not at itch.io, at paizo.com.
Go to itch.io.
itch.io slash Paizo.
Paizo.itch.
Paizo is in fact itchy at times. There we go, different joke.
And that'll be all. I guess I'm taking us out as our MC person. If you like this or more stuff, check it out on Goblin's Gaze, on Blue Sky, on other social media platforms. Blue Sky Patreon's important. We have cool stuff. We have a merch store where you can get some really cool shirts and notebooks and mugs with our logo and stuff on it. I have one of the sweaters, the hoodies, and it is super cozy. But that'll be it for now. Until next time, remember, nothing else matters. And make out sloppy style, I guess.
Make out sloppy style.
Yeah, make out sloppy
Hashtag make out sloppy style.
That's gonna be our new thing.
You
Oh,
out there.